Okay, class, we are now recording our first online orientation for the spring 2015 semester. This is your MAT0018C course. This course is primarily to help you, it's primarily a pre-algebra course which prepares you for the next course, which is MAT0028. That is also offered online in an 8-week course by Ms. Barnett. If you're interested, just email me. I'll get you registered. We typically run our courses pretty much the same. So if you were able to handle this format, you would be able to handle the next. I think I mentioned in an email or my welcome email that if you think the online class is not for you, this week is the week for me to switch you to a face-to-face class. And that class will be MAT0022, and I am capable of fixing that registration for you if you decide that that's what you need. Okay, so let's get started with some basics. I'm sure by now you guys have browsed the course a little bit, and you've kind of checked out some of the tools. Obviously, your announcements is really the first thing you see when you log in. This will be my primary source of communicating with you guys. You probably have noticed that not only do your announcements appear here, but they've also appeared in your email, because what I do is I post it as an announcement and I copy it in your email as well, and that way no matter what, I know that you're going to get my messages. Hopefully you have printed these two documents so far. The schedule of due dates, those are your due dates for all of your assignments. I know sometimes the due dates in online may say something different. And please, and it's too much to explain, but long story short, there's like 4 different places I have to change a due date in order for it to match, and it's just a lot. Pablo, you can't hear anything? Can everyone else hear me? Okay, Hector can hear me. Denise can hear me. Okay, so let me see. Let me just write to Pablo real quick. And Charlene, you can hear me too? Okay, so I'm going to see if he can get those. So the schedule of due dates, again, that is what you want to refer to if you're wondering when is something due. If something online conflicts with that, always go back to this schedule of due dates. And again, if I am going to change a date, I will post it in your announcements so you'll know. Your welcome email / syllabi is kind of your, it kind of had the summary of the whole course and what's expected, and most importantly, what you needed to do to get started successfully. So Pablo, is that a yes, you can hear me now, or yes, your speakers are working properly? I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, and Kiara, you can hear me too? Okay. Okay, so before I get started, are there any questions that you guys just want to go ahead and ask me and I can start there? If you guys don't have any questions, then I'm just going to kind of start going through the parts of the course that I think you guys need to pay most attention to. Okay. Okay. All right. So announcements, very good. That's again my main mode of communication with you guys. We have discussions, which there are only 2. Okay, this is only an 8-week course. We can't have too many discussions. The first one is the one that's due by tomorrow at midnight. and it is your video introductions, getting to know your classmates. As you can see, there are 10 total posts and 6 people have participated. Now, obviously, there are about 20-something people in the class, so we are missing quite a few people. I'm just putting it out there. If you are unable to complete these 3 assignments, then online classes are not for you. And I am going to make the necessary steps to get you in a face-to-face class because I don't want you to be unsuccessful. So what you want to do here is you want to make sure, and I'm just going to click on it. This is the main thread right here. Reply to this thread with your video. So what I did was I kind of started the ball off by, here's the instructions, and I replied to the instructions with my video. Now, if you're going to reply to me, you would just reply to me. But if you're posting your video, I want you to reply here. But then again, don't forget, you need to reply to at least 2 people. I can be one of them. That is fine. I don't mind having someone talk to me. So you want to make sure you do that before tomorrow night. Okay? And obviously, it's very hard to comment on at least 2 classmates if no one else has posted their video. So let's get going, guys. It's Tuesday. It's time to get moving. Again, the class is only 8 weeks. You have your email Miss Washington link, which this just takes you straight to me. If you decide that you don't want to email me, maybe you want to email one of your classmates, you can go ahead and hit cancel. And what's going to happen is, you see how it's giving you choices? You could select users, and you could decide to email your whole class or just email one person or just email me or so on and so forth. Okay, so that's there for your convenience. Your grades are obviously, that's where you're going to see your grades. If you ever have a question about your grades, just go ahead and email me and be specific so I can know exactly what I'm looking at. Sometimes I make a mistake. Sometimes the computer's not picking up something properly. So if you see something that doesn't look correct, go ahead and say something. Okay? Valencia 101, that's just some tutorials about taking online classes and whatnot. This is a link for your student feedback survey. Somewhere towards the end of the semester, you'll start to get emails through Atlas that asks you to rate me and survey your experience in the course. Of course, honest as you'd like. I do take those feedbacks pretty seriously. If you guys give me some specific things to not do or to do, I do try those. So please, good or bad, I do encourage you to go ahead and fill those out because it really does help me change my, my strategies. For the discussions, most people are just using their smartphones, their camera, that, you know how you can do video or picture with your camera on your smartphones. Most people are using those. Some people are using their iPads. Some people are using their webcams. Of course, you can use a regular camera and record it, or a regular video camera. You can do that too. But I think just using your webcam on your laptop, your iPhones or your smartphones will probably be the easiest. Or maybe a friend has a smartphone. They can just record you real quick and you can upload that video. This will be the only video that you have. It's purely because we're online and I want to see everyone's faces and I want us to kind of feel like we're getting to know each other. So that's why I do that activity in the beginning. And it also lets me know how comfortable you are with the technology at the same time. So we have a workbook and answers. That's just really towards your book. I gotta be honest, guys. If you don't have the money for the book is only like $30. So it's not that bad. But if you don't have the money for the book, the assignments don't actually come out of the book. The assignments are all online. So if you're more comfortable with going and seeing what the work is and then searching for videos that will help you, you can do that. Otherwise, you can use the videos that are already embedded in the course. But that's about it. So it's just a resource. Technical support, this is all about Blackboard's not working properly, things like that. But down here, this is really where you're going to spend most of your time. As you can see, you only see Learning Module 0, Learning Module 1, and Learning Module 2. By the end of next week, you will see all of the learning modules for the whole course because if you want to work ahead, I want to allow you to do that. But right now, I kept it to these 3 because I wanted you guys to focus on what was the priority. So obviously, by tomorrow, I mentioned that you had to have 3 assignments completed in order to stay in the course. So when I click on Learning Module a 0, start here. You again will see my welcome email as well as my scheduled due dates. These are the same two documents that were in your email and in your announcement. So it's not a different document. I just put it in more than one place because I want to make sure that you actually get it. But the first 3 assignments are right here at the bottom. You have your Practice iMath-AS assignment, and I want to remind you guys, I know that Blackboard talks about using Firefox, and typically we would use Firefox, but for whatever reason, this semester Blackboard made some kind of update, and iMath-AS will not launch in Firefox. So you have to use Google Chrome. So you can see I have the Google Chrome shortcut here and here. Just go to Google Chrome and go ahead and download it because otherwise you won't be able to get into anything. So I'm going to literally click on the Practice iMath-AS assignment, and you're going to see something that says Launch. So you're going to go ahead and click Launch. Before you click Launch, though, right here, if you click on this, a PDF pops up, and I would suggest go ahead and print this PDF. Because if for some reason when you click Launch, you still don't see anything, there may be a step that you need to take. Now, again, I'm advising you guys to use Google Chrome. So I'm going to go to the Google Chrome page. Sometimes you have to unblock something. But usually once you do it once, you don't have to do it anymore. And again, this printout will tell you exactly what to click on, which is why I encourage you guys to go ahead and print it out before you hit Launch. So now I'm going to hit Launch on the Practice homework assignment. Now my screen, since I'm the teacher, looks different. I have to actually hit Preview. When you click Launch, it's going to take you straight to the assignment, and it should look like this. And this is exactly what it sounds like. It's a practice assignment. This is you practicing how to type in your answers. So there's only 9 questions, and you can see the first one is all about typing in a fraction. So to type 1/8, I would type 1/8. And it's saying, now you try. Try 1/9. Okay, 1/9. I'm going to hit Preview. I can see, yep, that's exactly what I was trying to type. And then I'm going to hit Submit. Notice the 1 out of 1 in the full green bar. That means I did good. Let's just say, I'm going to go to number 2. Let's just say that, I don't know, I did it incorrectly. And I hit Submit. Notice the 0 out of 1, little red. Notice this is only halfway, whereas on number 1, when I got it correct, it was full white. So what I would want to do if I was a student is I want to get as many points as possible. I'm going to reattempt that last question because I want my points. I don't want to move on without these points, right? And there you go. And you can see the score changed. Okay? You guys got any questions so far? Anything? This will let you reattempt that question as many times as you want to up until the deadline. Once the deadline passes, you will not be able to get a higher score. Does that make sense? Okay. A link that tells you all your assignments are complete. Well, the Gradebook would be a place to tell. Because right now, for those of you who have completed the practice assignment, if you go to your Gradebook in right here, now I'm not a student, so it's going to look a little different for me. Obviously, I don't have any personal grades. But when you click on My Grades, if you completed the practice assignment, you should see a score of 100 right here. Okay? And so that's why I encourage you guys to kind of keep that schedule of due dates next to you because that is kind of your list. I would highlight them as you went along and took care of it that way. Okay. And you can always go back to it even after the deadline to see what your score is for each assignment. Okay, so it's not like you'll stop seeing the assignment. You just won't be able to get a higher grade. So let me go back to Learning Module 0. Okay, so that was the Practice iMath-AS. You'll notice that in each chapter, there are multiple links. So here are my iMath-AS for Chapter 1. So you have to click on each one to complete each section. Each one of these will be a separate grade in your gradebook. Okay? I'm going to go back to Learning Module 0. I just wanted to show you how each chapter has its own links. So this link is just for this one assignment. So we talked about the videos, we talked about the practice, and the last but not least was your Syllabi Quiz. And essentially this is your way of practicing how to upload a document to an assignment. So this assignment, I wanted you to just write on paper, write in your own handwriting and scan it. You can scan it with a scanner, you can take a picture, most smartphones have free scanner apps like Cam Scanner or whatnot that will convert the file to a PDF for you for free. I do not want you guys to buy anything. You don't have to. There's enough stuff out there. After you get the file saved on your computer, all you're going to do is literally click on the link, click on the actual title of the assignment, and then what's going to happen is it's going to give you the option to browse your computer. So you can see, it tells me how many points, it tells me it's due Wednesday at midnight, it reminds me what the assignment actually is, and I want you to, don't write me your answers. I want you to write it on paper and scan it because I want you to practice the actual action of browsing your computer and finding the file that you're trying to upload, okay? I'm going to hit cancel. And then you would hit submit, of course, if you want me to actually get it. You can leave comments with your attachment, and I can always comment back as well. So far, these are the 3 things that are due this Wednesday that tell me you are fully capable of handling an online class. This has nothing to do with your math skill. This has only to do with your ability to use the computer and the software that's associated with it. After these 3 assignments, if you look at your schedule of due dates, you'll notice that the homework for Chapter 1 and 2 are pretty much due on Friday. I know it's fast. It's 8 weeks. I'm okay with giving you guys a little bit more time on Chapter 2, but Chapter 1 should definitely be done by Friday midnight, okay? You'll see in Chapter 1 there's a series of blue links here and alternative links. These are all videos that have been picked out for you. If you don't like them, go search for more. Go look on YouTube. Go look on KhanAcademy.com. Email me and ask me. I have the ability to send you a video back, within a day. So there's really no reason not to finish. And you guys also have access to 24-hour tutoring just by logging into Atlas. So you have a bunch of resources available to you. But again, the thing that concerns me the most is the fact that it's an 8-week course. It does move pretty quickly. You really can't procrastinate at all. Because I find that the time hurts students more than the actual math itself. So, you guys got any other questions so far? You're good? Okay, well, that's all I really wanted to show you today. This was really all about just making sure that you guys knew what to do before the first due date. And yeah, that's all I really have. You guys sure you don't have any other questions? No? Okay.